So maybe you wore them as a kid, maybe you put them on your kids when they're little. Those little floaties on your arms. Well, now there's a warning. They are not safety devices to be aware.
Yeah, we definitely wore them. Tom is live at SWIMkids in Mesa with more on what parents should and shouldn't know. So no floaties, Tom.
Yeah, you know, when I was raising my kids, I have pictures of all my kids in floaties. You know, that was kind of the thing back then, and everyone thought of them as safety devices, but they really aren't. But here I am with Ira Lee. He's an instructor and also a lifeguard as well. Ira, good to see you.
Pleasure to be here, Tom.
He's a pride of Washington State. He grew up in Washington. Ira, tell everybody why these are not that safe. Like, let's just get it out of the way right now.
There are a few different reasons that I can go over with these. The first is that they are not the most reliable thing. They can deflate. They can go and fall off. This gives parents a false sense of security, thinking that they're 100% safe when something could happen at any time.
Yeah. So we've got a little guy in PJs. One of the things I like about the instruction that you do here at SWIMkids USA is here's Jude. He's going to jump into his PJs. Why are we doing that?
We're doing that to go ahead and foster the environment of you're not always going to be in a swimsuit. You're not always going to be comfortable. You're going to be wearing regular clothes, and you still need to be able to do the safety tips that we recommend so that you'll be safe.
One of the things we see Jude doing right away is getting on his back. These floaties put you in a drowning position, which I hope everyone at home hears that phrase, because when you got floaties, you're up and down.
100% correct. When a kid jumps in, they're in a vertical position with these water floaties on, and they get comfortable in that position. This is known as the drowning position, and it's way less efficient than going into your back into an airplane position.
Yeah, Brandon Whitehead's in here. His mom started this whole float, swim idea. So you swim out to where you're going, then you flip over onto your back and you float, and then that'll give you a minute to get your breath and then swim over to the side, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been doing this for over 50 years here at SWIMkids USA, and this is one of our trade and true techniques here. It's very efficient in helping kids survive for as long as possible.
These swim floaties give a false sense of security, don't they?
They absolutely do. Parents think with these on that they don't need to necessarily watch their child as hardcore. But to be honest, being a water watcher is important, and you should always keep your eyes on your kid.
Yeah, and these things are on sale all over the place. Walgreens, Target, they're still on Amazon, and yet they're really, a lot of pediatricians are not happy about them.
They've been around for a very long time, and it's understandable that a lot of parents have used them. You've used them. I probably used them as a kid. But beyond that, this is also going to foster doggy paddling, which is going to be 3 times as exhausting as doing actual swim lessons or swim strokes to help with safety.
Yeah, you don't want to be a dog paddler. My brother Tim was a dog paddler. He never made the swim team. But we all knew how to swim early on. And I know you guys start swim lessons very early, don't you?
We start as early as 6 months. 6 months to a year, you're going to have a parent in there with them, learning the strokes, getting used to being in the water. After about 1 year old, they're going to start learning those independent lessons so that they can do this in a sense when they're alone.
And that is more of a sense of security. If they know how to float, swim, float, swim, get off to the side, that's really what's crucial. Tell everybody a little about SWIMkids. I know all of your instructors are certified 3 different ways.
Absolutely. Here we make sure that every one of our instructors is both lifeguard, first aid, and CPR certified. We do this as a yearly training to make sure that we are always ready in the event of any kind of situation.
I know you have plenty of instructors, but you get the parents in there as well. There's kind of a bonding with those little infants, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. In that 6 month to 12-month era, when the parents are in there, they get used to the water. The child gets that sense of security at first before we can actually get into the real work.
Ira, great to visit with you today. Thanks so much for the info. You know, if there's one thing, you guys, that we take away from this live shot, don't rely on these floaties. Like this, probably just get them out. Sometimes they sell these with a vest and floaties, but again, what it does is it puts you in an up and down position, which is the drowning position. So you don't want to do that. You want to have them float on their back. These are not a good idea. So get them lessons. That's the #1 thing they need to do, but avoid these at all costs. A false sense of security, that's for sure.
You mentioned the vest, Tom. Are there any devices that they say that you can put on the kids that doesn't offer that false sense of security as they're learning how to swim? Because parents want their kids to be safe.
Yeah. Bottom line is, if you're out on a boat, everybody's got to wear a life vest so they can sit in that. Like it'll hold up their entire weight. But again, the thing they're trying to get away from with this is that drowning position. You put this on and you're straight up and down in the water, and that's not good. You want to be on your back, breathe, you'll be able to yell for help, and then you can swim to the side as well.
Yeah, all right. Tom, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, and those little kids, especially the babies, their heads are so heavy.
Right, that they're just going straight back or straight down in the water.
We'll be back after this. Stay with us.